Hello everybody and welcome to the main channel. And as you know, I like Persona. I don't think it's a secret or anything like that. You can see my background as well. And with the success of the different Persona games over the year, Persona has had a lot of clones, a lot of copy ideas and stuff like that. Some of them work better than others, some of them diverge and kind of add their own spin to it, and I think that's a little bit more memorable than others. And I just want to talk about 3 clones here, and then I'm kind of just want to talk to you about what I think some clones should do better, and maybe what other ideas I will have for a clone of Persona or something like that, what I would like to see on a really good clone. So let's just get started at number 3, and we have Mind Zero. And Mind Zero is the worst out of all the 3 that I have here today. I just want to go ahead and point that out. I remember picking this up after playing Persona 4 Golden, I believe, and basically this one took elements from Persona 3 and 4 and just added them together. The main character actually looks like the main character from Persona 3 a lot, and basically just kind of follows a similar storyline and everything. The thing about this game is that the gameplay is bad. Graphics don't look good for a PlayStation Vita game, and the story is mediocre. And unfortunately, this adds nothing to anything. You know, this to me felt like a cheap cash grab on kind of like on the Persona game. Just kind of like, hey, Persona is being really popular right now. Let's make a game like that in a couple of months. Just kind of just get some money out of it. And you know, it got released here in the US. It got released in Japan. So I was very surprised about it, but you know, it's whatever. It came out on everything. But yeah, they tried to get a lot of those elements from the Persona games. So next, number 2, I have Conception 2. Now, Conception 2 is an interesting game, and I like a lot of the stuff that they did in the game, but a lot of stuff's actually a little bit weird too. So what do I think as far as this one here? So this one borrowed a lot of the elements from the Persona games as well, as far as combat, as far as the way that you have like these things that you summon and you get more of, and you combine them and make more kind of like personas, kind of, so to speak. And it's a little bit weird because you have this romantic thing that you do, kind of like the social links, but it's a little bit different, and it works more in a romantic sense, all of them, and you get this child, so you make with them. Yeah, it's strange. It's as strange as it sounds, and I thought the idea was good, but overall, I don't think it was well executed as it should have been. And this is a longer game. You know, this is not a short game. You know, some of the other ones like Mind Zero or the next one that I'm going to talk about is a little bit shorter, but this one's fairly long, and he attempts to build a story. I commend them for that. Even if the story wasn't good or anything, and the gameplay was a little bit interesting, the summoning thing and a lot of stuff is a little bit weird, but some people might be actually interested, and some people might actually like this kind of stuff. So it's up to you if you like this. And then at number 1, I have Blue Reflection, and this is the newest game that has come out of the Persona clones that I've gone through. And this one is interesting because the stuff that borrows from the Persona games, I feel like they did okay or well with. So this game is spin on it is that they are these schoolgirls that turn into magical girls, and they do fighting on you know, school in the day, fighting at night, kind of the same thing as Persona, and they have a heavy focus on the social aspect, developing the different side characters well, and having them a story and everything. And I feel like the story, it's okay. This is a short game, and I do want to mention that, but I feel like what it does okay. It's not super good, but I feel like it does well as far as developing the different characters. This game actually looks good. I like how the models look and everything, and I want to commend that because you can tell that there is effort put into this, even if it's something like like I said, but it looks pretty good. The gameplay is okay. It's not super good, and I think it's actually a little bit easier, but I think it's okay as far as how it looks and everything. So yeah, as far as that goes, that's good. And now I want to just talk about my opinion on the clones and kind of what I think that a good clone will be, because I feel like the Persona formula can be used in different spins here, depending on what you want to do and everything, but it just hasn't been done well yet, because they want to borrow some stuff from Persona and some stuff from other stuff and everything. And now I don't want to claim that Persona did it first. Persona games have borrowed different genres and different aspects from other games and kind of merge them together to make something pretty good, you know. So they borrow like the social aspect from other games, you borrow the life simulator thing, and then you have the dungeon crawling stuff that there's already well done from the Shin Megami Tensei, and kind of just build it together and everything. And I feel like one of the things that a lot of these clones miss is that, because this is like the specific spark here, but I think the main thing is having a good story, having compelling characters that are well developed through a social means, a social aspect, where you can spend some time with them. And but least but not last, and the most important thing is here, and I think this is super important here, is the battle. It needs to be a little bit more polished. A lot of these games are all of them, all of the ones I mentioned are RPGs, but I feel like because they try to focus on the social stuff, they neglect that battle thing. And you know what, the Persona games aren't super good as far as the battling and everything, but it's well polished, and you can tell that is as important as everything else, you know, as far as the fighting and everything is very important, and is part of Persona. It's not just the social stuff, but it's also the dungeon crawling, and I think that having that balance in between those two will make a good game work well. So yeah, this is my opinion on that and everything. Just wanted to talk about some Persona clones and everything. Do you know any other clones that I didn't mention? I know a couple of other ones. I just didn't want to like clutter this with a bunch of clones and everything. And some of them I just haven't played because I'm not interested on them. But I took some interest in this one because I thought they look okay. I took they look good. Like I said, Blue Reflection, for example, looks really good and everything. But thanks so much for watching this video here. Please let me know if you've seen any of these games or played any of them, and I'll see you next time.